Yes, guys, and welcome back to another episode of the TG podcast. Of course, we're back here Monday evening to discuss Arsenal 4-1 win against Newcastle. We bounced back, obviously, from that disappointment on that Wednesday in of course, Europe, losing to Porto. We bounced back and we continue this very superb Premier League form. Of course, what's that? 6 wins now in a row in the Premier League. So another 4 goals as well. And yeah, we're gonna go all for that today, guys. And we're gonna be diving into, of course, Sheffield United next as well on Monday. We're gonna look to head to that our next game there as well. So yeah, we're joined by the regulars as always. We've got Seb, fresh, came back from Portugal. It's disappointed about the result, man, but I'm sure he enjoyed himself over there. It was went to the Newcastle game as well, didn't you, Seb? So how you doing, man? You all good?
And Burnley last week.
Oh yeah, and he went Burnley as well, man. He went Turf Moor as well. So
Mm.
yeah, how you doing, Seb? You all good, bro?
Yeah, really good. Thank you. Oh, I'm loving this right now. It's absolutely brilliant watching this team. This is what I've wanted to see all this time, and I love the fact that we're actually killing teams. And yeah, and hopefully we're hitting form at the right time, and let's hope it continues.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't complain right now. It's just brilliant. Apart from that blip on Wednesday, but there is still a second leg to go, and all the other games, the other important Premier League games, which are must wins, we're doing the job, and that's all I can ask for.
Yeah, for sure, man, for sure. Rory as well, bro. How you doing, man? You good?
Yeah, man, I'm all good. All good.
Yes, guys. So let's get right into it, people. Make sure you leave your comments down below. Smash like buttons on the video, and also sub to Rory, sub to me. Follow us on Instagram as well. We smashed it on there. So yeah, I'll leave out all the you guys, but you guys know them by now. You should be following them already on all social medias. But let's get right into it, people. We're gonna start, of course, with Saturday's game. Was it Saturday or Sunday? Yeah, Saturday, 8 p.m. Yeah, Saturday's game against Newcastle. Beating them 4-1 at the Emirates. Another superb performance from Arsenal. Complete domination yet again. Absolutely blitzing teams, it seems like. Individual performances. We're going to talk about Jorginho later on, but that guy was insane. Man of the match performance for me. Havertz down the middle had a very good game. It's mad like the X2 Chelsea players actually were two of our best players against Newcastle. We were just superb, man. Absolutely blitz them. We're killing games off. And yeah, we disappointed not to keep a clean sheet. That's my only really critic if I had to pick one out.
It was Joe Willock, so he's happily left.
It don't count. It don't count. It's Willock. It don't count.
That goal, to be fair.
Yeah, it was a good goal, to be honest. It was a good goal. And a fun fact, like that was the first goal they scored against at the Emirates since 2010.
Yeah, I knew that.
Crazy, right? So we had a very good record going into this game at the Emirates, and we absolutely blitzed them. Saka was absolutely superb. Martinelli looked back to him, his normal self. I thought once again it was what we've been seeing over the past couple of weeks. We scored from a few set pieces as we always do as well. But yeah, I just thought overall it was absolutely superb and dominant performance. But I'll come to you, Seb, man. Of course, you was at the game and experiencing it. What did you make of that, man? 4-1 to the Arsenal.
Oh, absolutely superb. Brilliant from start to finish, especially in that first half. Oh wow, it was incredible. The way we pressed and the way we were right up for it. And the only disappointment is that we should have been out of sight at half time because we did miss a few chances. But fair play to them. In the second half, they continued it on and got the points. And that game was pressure, because Man City had just won and Liverpool had won during the week. So we had to win. That's what we just got to keep doing, winning these games. And they're doing that in style. And also, it was a reaction check to see how we will bounce back after that Porto defeat. And wow, they bounced back in style. Because I was actually quite fearing that this could be a tricky game because what Newcastle did to us last season, and also they are a dangerous side with a lot of quality players in that team, like Bruno Guimaraes and Isaac. And we also thought they will bring spice to it after the last few meetings. But wow, we completely blitzed them. And I think it's a statement victory because they are a good side, Newcastle, and it's a different side with all that money that's gone in, and they're going to be a threat very soon, and they are still a threat this season. I know this year hasn't quite worked out for them both in the Premier League and in the Champions League, but still, you have to beat what's in front of you, and yeah, I can't ask for much more than that. It was a brilliant performance, and yeah, there was lots of standout performances. And when I saw the lineup, I was like, why are you taking out Trossard and not Havertz or someone else? But fair play to Kai Havertz. He actually played really well. Should have scored that chance though in that second half at open goal. But apart from that, his all-round play was very good, and it was nice to see this manager for a change making his subs early and getting the game killed off early, and also giving the likes of Nelson and Smith Rowe their chances and bringing off players at vital times, because we're going to need them all for our run in, because we've got a packed schedule, tough schedule coming up very soon. So we need all our players ready and fit, and yeah, they did the job. And even players that we've been missing, like Gabriel Jesus, we've not missed him lately. Zinchenko, not missed him lately. Thomas Partey, yes, we have missed him for most of the season, but as of late, we've not, because Jorginho has come in and done really well, and yeah, he's really comes and adds a dimension to our midfield. But yeah, I must say, it's just incredible. And you know what? When they return, I don't think half of them at this moment in time should get back in. I think we should just keep the team how it is, let them playing their free-flowing games, and then, but we will of course need them later on in the season. But right now, I just feel they have to earn their spots, because I've always said, if the formula is working, the system is working, you don't change it. Well, before we were just becoming too predictable before Christmas. That was why we had that wobble. But wow, since they've gone to Dubai, what happened? What honestly happened? It was just like they must have done some serious work and had a serious chat out there for them to be coming out and scoring 25 goals in 6 games. 25 in 6 games.
It's crazy, right?
So their Premier League.
When we was going on that little blip as well, like we was losing to like Fulham, West Ham, Liverpool in the FA Cup, like them 3 losses in a row. Everyone was like, the fan base, everyone was so divided, really, like in terms of people were saying, "Oh, season could be over, this could be it," and everyone was looking at it and sort of like, the main issue, we're doing this, the whole control of the game and having them, especially at Emirates. I mean, I remember the West Ham game, we had 30 shots against them, but the issue is we wasn't obviously, scoring. Like we wasn't, like the end product wasn't creating, and when we were, the end product was awful, and we was very poor in the final third. That's certainly changed, man. Certainly changed. I mean, 25 goals now in the past 6 games?
Yeah,
right.
6 games in a row.
In terms of our set piece coach as well, Nicolas Jova, massive credit to that guy as well, because we scored, is it 18, 19 set pieces now in the Premier League?
19, I think.
Yeah, 19. Yeah,
19 now. So that's obviously the most out of any other club in the Premier League. That's also the most out of any European top 5 club in the world. In the top 5 leagues. So big credit there. But yeah, Seb, I wanted to obviously ask that question, really, like, what do you really put down? Why have we came back? Sort of. Why has this changed from us going from? Do you think it was just a little blip? And these blips, I know the blips happen in every single season, so any team really. But do you put it down to that, or do you put it down to Arteta, trying new things? Putting Rice on, for example, playing Rice, putting him as a corner taker now, and he's a guy taking the set pieces, and that's working really well. Playing Trossard down the middle when we haven't got Jesus available. What do you really put it down to?
Well, I think there's quite a few things that's come into play with this. First of all, I'm really a fan of Trossard in the team, because before we could argue that he wasn't really getting the game time that he warrants. And I've always said you've got to play him down. You've got to play him down the middle And also Kai Havertz, I've said the best position to play him is down the middle, and they've been doing that. And so far, we've been great. I don't want to see Eddie anywhere near back in this team. And Jesus, as much as I love him, I feel he's got to earn his spots.
Yeah.
Because so far, like, it's just been brilliant. It's been brilliant to watch. And yeah, these set pieces, we're getting the goals now around the pitch. Gabriel's coming up with some goals. So is Trossard. So is Saka. Okay, Martinelli hasn't been getting the goals lately, but his overall game has actually been very good as of late. And yeah, I think partly yes, having Rice as that corner taker has actually helped things, because our corners have literally been brilliant, and now we're always being a threat on these set pieces. Yeah, with the most the top scorers from set pieces, and even from penalties, we've scored 8 so far. We only scored more in 2006-07, so that's also very, very, very good to see. But yeah, I think there's multiple factors, and also the fact that you've seen players switch around. Like, you're seeing sometimes Martinelli move to the right, sometimes Trossard goes down the middle, sometimes Havertz goes down the middle, sometimes Saka moves to the left. You're seeing lots of this. We are definitely becoming more unpredictable, which is great to see. Well, before it was just stale and just boring to watch, because everyone knew what Arsenal were doing. But now that, and maybe they were a little bit more preserved with their play, but now we're seeing the type of football that we saw them do last season, when they're blitzing teams and going about the business well, playing fast attacking football, and also being resolute at the back as well. Kivior, he's come in and he's looked very good. Fair play to him. We've actually not missed Tommy Zinchenko in that time. And
yeah, I mean, what do you do when they come back? Really, the way how Kivior's been playing, Seb.
So I think you should keep Kivior in for at least another couple more games. I don't think they should get back in immediately. I think you always have to stick with something that is working, and if it doesn't work, then you change it, But yeah, so far it's been brilliant. And going back to what you said about that blip, and now we can actually tell that it was just a blip, because before I was just getting really worried, because I was saying at that time, how you come out of these bad situations tells you where you really are, because getting out of a losing run is just as hard as getting out of a winning run, and we've done that in style. And now I can safely say that we are back in this title race, because I did say we have to beat Fulham, Forest, and Liverpool to get back in it. And not only have we done that, we've gone on to beat West Ham, we've gone on to beat Burnley, and now we've gone on to beat Newcastle. So yes, we are in the title race. I know Liverpool and City keep winning, but we're hanging in there, which is the main thing, and we've got a chance now to beat City again at the end of March, which will be a big test. But so far, just keep getting these results, keep going about these business well, and keep those goals coming. That's all I can ask for. Fair play.
Yeah.
Fair play to Mikel Arteta as well.
100% agree there, Seb. Made some great points as always. But yeah, Rory, bro, of course, bro, 4-1 to the Arsenal, another superb performance. Talk to me, man. What's your thoughts on that result? And talk about some individual performances as well, the players who obviously stood out to you, and and how we've been playing as well over like this past. I mean, apart from the Porto game, in the Premier League recently, how well we've been playing, man.
Yeah, we've been nothing short of superb. I mean, Arteta must have fed them lots a gold steak after that Porto game, because the way we responded after that was nothing short of amazement. I think every single player in that game deserves their flowers. I said I wanted to see Jorginho start in the midfield, and he got the start. Havertz up top wasn't something I would have liked to see when you had Trossard, who was in hot form in the Premier League in particular. So I wanted to see Trossard, keep his place, but he didn't. And Havertz arguably played out his best game he's played in an Arsenal shirt, in my opinion. I think that was brilliant from him, his hold-up play. And although he wasn't as clinical, but we can let him off because he got a goal and an assist. So hopefully this does continue with him. I think I've always said I wanted to see him up front if he is on the pitch. But look, even in recent weeks, obviously we've set up with Trossard as the false nine, Havertz as the left centre mid role, and then Trossard and Havertz have been exchanging positions. Trossard's been dropping deep into the left centre mid role. Havertz has been, roaming around the false nine position so he can win flick-ons and that. And the corners and just set pieces in general, we've really, really mastered the, I won't say technique, but we've pretty much mastered set pieces now, because I believe, before we went into the Dubai trip, it was Trossard and Martinelli taking the corners. We were conceding set pieces left, right and centre, whereas we couldn't even beat the first man. And I think I mentioned that in one of your podcasts, that we couldn't even beat the first man, yet we're conceding week in, week out from corners, free kicks, etc. Now, it's Declan Rice and Bukayo Saka taking them, and it's just on the money every single time. I believe when Trossard was taking the corners, I think he got instructed by Mikel Arteta to, what would you call it, flick-ons from the near post. I believe, didn't we score a lot of them, set-piece goals under George Graham, where we try and hit the first man from the near post and we flick it on. So I understood why we tried it, but at the same time it didn't work, because it would have either gone out for another corner or it would have gone out for a throw-in, and we had to recycle. And it was jarring to watch. And Declan Rice taking the corners has really helped. The same with Saka. I think he has improved his delivery a lot over the last couple of weeks. Just what if he didn't dye his hair? I think we would be top of the league right now. I can't lie, because he is in hot form as well. 7 goals in 5 games. The third goal I think he scored against Newcastle, just brilliant. The way he, drops a shoulder, cuts inside, and that is pretty much trademark Saka, cuts inside. And that is why you see opposition defenders doubling up on him, because he's just so good at that. I think Kiwior at left back has really improved, because the games I've watched of him, before we came out of the Dubai trip, he was looking really poor. I think it was the Luton game where he looked a little shaky, and then PSV he was incredibly bad. And I think it was a case of him inverting into the midfield, and that's just not his game. So fair play to Mikel Arteta to actually, trust in his starting 11 for once and look towards the opposite side. Ben White has, I believe, played in multiple positions whilst he was on loan at Leeds or Newport. I can't remember which club he actually played midfield for, but he can play that role really well. So he's doing the inverted role pretty well as well. And Kivior slotting into that back three alongside Saliba and Gabriel. David Raya as well, I think, deserves a special mention. I think this is the last time I'm actually going to touch on this. He is better than Aaron Ramsdale. I don't care what anyone says.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
100%. He is better than Aaron Ramsdale. You can talk about, the fact Ramsdale's a better shot stopper. That doesn't make you a better goalkeeper. Right?
Yeah, absolute facts.
These Ramsdale sexuals always, base it on, FC24 and shit. Like, nah. In terms of the ball at his feet, distribution, the way he claims, for crosses as well. And overall, just he's forward thinking, for God's sake. where, you know, as I said, the moment where he does claim crosses, he's always on, you know, he's always alert to throw the ball
Yeah.
down the flanks so we can obviously attack down the flanks or, you know, whoever. I mean, the highlight of his game was when he hit the referee. I mean, hopefully that is a message sending out to the rest of the referees that, mate, you are shit and sort your act together. Because, look, I think he deserves a special mention because I can see why he's now starting to play ahead of Aaron Ramsdale, and you know he's doing okay. I mean, I can't really remember the last time he actually made a mistake. People obviously can highlight the Porto game, and I'm like, I don't think he could have done a whole lot.
No, that wasn't his fault. That was more Martinelli and
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly. What people blame? Okay, his positioning was maybe a bit off, but come on, they're pinpointing that on Raya just because they want Ramsdale back in goal. They're waiting for Raya to make one mistake.
That's
I mean,
ridiculous.
I want you quickly to forget that Ramsdale got lobbed
Exactly.
from the halfway line.
Exactly.
Like,
See, no one clocks that. Exactly.
I actually rate Ramsdale. I actually rated him.
yeah, I do as well.
Yeah,
But,
he's a great
exactly.
keeper.
But do you guys remember when Raya was in goal and they seen Ramsdale's name while Raya was playing in goal that game?
Yeah,
absolutely ridiculous.
That's a joke.
That ruined him at the time. That's why he was really unsettled and he was making error after error because the fans didn't have his back. Now I feel like he's settled. He's actually turning into the goalkeeper that we all hoped that he would be.
Yeah.
And again, he may not be a better shot stopper than Aaron Ramsdale, but does that mean Jordan Pickford gets in ahead of Ederson? Because Jordan Pickford has a better save percentage than Ederson so far this season.
There we go.
You know what I mean? Like, I think. Don't get me wrong. I do want Ramsdale to, you know, go elsewhere and play. I want him to play, you know, for England. He should be England's number one. Don't get it twisted. But he's not the best keeper at Arsenal right now. And the only reason why Raya is getting hate is because he's replaced a fan favourite in Ramsdale. And I can't lie, although I do rate Ramsdale, I wasn't one of these that was too keen on him, if that makes sense. Like, I was praising him and that whenever he does play well, but I didn't get the hype around him. Even when he was at Arsenal, right, there was a 4 to 5 month spell when he first came in where he was incredible. Apart from that, I didn't really. I wasn't feeling Ramsdale at the time. So don't get me wrong. I think in the near future we are going to need a new goalkeeper because obviously City have got Alisson. Liverpool have got Alisson. City have got Ederson, and I think Madrid, don't forget, have got Courtois. So I think we're going to need a new goalkeeper in the near future. But right now, I think Raya is good enough to lead us to a Premier League title. I think he's got the structure in front of him, and he does suit Mikel Arteta's criteria. It's just simple as that. Cry about all you want. At the end of the day, harsh becomes truth. It's a shame for you, isn't it? But back onto the game, right? Jorginho, I think, deserves a special mention. Don't get me wrong, I'm not a huge fan of Jorginho still, but if he was going to sign a 1-year extension as, you know, a squad player, then I wouldn't mind. However, if he does leave in the summer, then you know what, let it go. And there are replacements out there. So, look, I'm 50-50 with him still, but I can't deny that he has done really well whenever he has stepped in, especially in these big games. I did call for him to start the game, and he dictated play from minute 1 to 90. And I feel like when Jorginho does start and it allows Declan Rice to move a little further, it does benefit Martinelli more. Whereas with Havertz, it's very slow, and I think the ball, obviously, in fact, not the ball. Martinelli obviously prefers the ball in front of him, and I think with Jorginho's accurate passes, can execute Martinelli's game plan really, really well. The pass for the second goal that led to Havertz eventually finishing the first half. That was brilliant. That is, again, vintage Jorginho. He loves to ping those passes over the top, and he's very quick to get the ball out of his feet. And I have my doubts. Obviously, everyone had their doubts when we first signed Jorginho. We were thinking, "Oh my days, this guy is slow as fuck." Like, what? Why on earth have we signed him when there was a Casado available at the time? Well, I can't lie. They could have done with a Jorginho the other day against Liverpool, because they got bloody humbled by kids that are still on work experience, bruv. Like, you know what I mean? So they needed that experience.
Do you know what it is? You know what it is? I suppose we paid Jorginho. We paid like how much? 12 million?
12 million. Whereas they have Enzo and Casado,
and they spend a combined total of 200 mil for those two, right?
Wow. Unbelievable. But yeah, as I said, obviously his contract is running out in the summer.
Jobs they are.
£1
billion bottle jobs they are.
Yeah. Don't ever call us bottle jobs.
Yeah,
anymore.
exactly. Don't ever. Especially these Chelsea fans. Don't you ever. Because look at you.
They had their draft tweets.
I know they do.
Yeah, they had their draft tweets ready to cook Arsenal, Mudryk and that.
Yeah,
On my days, Mudryk has won more trophies than Arsenal have in the last, 7 months. Like, Enzo Fernandez won, Declan Rice 0 in terms of trophies, which is actually factually incorrect anyway, because Declan Rice won a trophy last season for West Ham. So,
yeah.
Look, speaking of Declan Rice, I think he should be playing as that left centre mid from now on. Although I wouldn't start Jorginho due to his age every single game from now until the end of the season. I think these big games, I can see what Mikel Arteta is actually doing now. We're going to play Trossard in these sort of games where they are winnable, whether that's at home or away from home. And then in the big games, we're going to start Jorginho as the DM, which allows more freedom to Declan Rice. And then Kai Havertz up top to provide physicality. And it does work. And look, we do have players coming back from injury, which is scary, but not for us. I mean, I'm hearing Thomas Partey and Zinchenko could be back for the Sheffield United game on Monday. So if Thomas Partey could get a run out on Monday, that's if he is in the squad and he manages to stay fit from now until Monday, then we do have a good chance. But again, we're not missing Partey at the moment. So again, we don't really need to rush him back, although it'll be nice to see him in it because he's not played in a god-awful long time, and it would finally be nice to see him partnered alongside Rice and Odegaard. Odegaard, I feel like, has been phenomenal so far this year. I feel like he's another one that was sort of hit and miss before the Dubai break. There were some games where he was unplayable, and there was some games where he was Gasper the Ghost. But so far this year, he's been unplayable. And I think he is slightly going under the radar by not just Arsenal fans, but rather fans as well. You can say, oh, he's not actually, created the most chances in top 5 leagues. But at the end of the day, look who he is supplying. He's not supplying a striker. And you know what? I think it is impressive that we are in and around the title race because we are not playing a striker at this moment in time, an actual number 9. The only competent striker we have at the club is Eddie Nketiah. and he's what, third choice now. Like I can see now that Arteta just doesn't trust him either. So he's going to be going in the summer, hopefully. But look, I can't really complain at the moment with Arsenal, and Arteta has really won me over, because if we would have lost to Crystal Palace, or not even, got the 3 points, or maybe lost at least 3 of them 7 games, then I may have actually turned on the manager here, and I would have gone, you know what? I think he's got to go, And look, if we're this dominant at home, I can see us winning the league. I can see us being a very, very dangerous force in the Champions League. And if we can play like we did on Saturday in the Porto game in the second leg, I can see us, blitzing Porto, because we love to suffocate teams at home.
We've been playing like that in the Champions League at home as well. You go to the group stage. We battered Lens 6-0. I think we kept clean sheet in every single home game.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we battered PSV as well in the opening.
4-0, and then Sevilla was 2-0. But I remember that game. That was, I mean,
it was very comfortable.
Yeah, it's comfortable, but it was chill. So, yeah, this home form, man, it's looking very, very good. But yeah, guys, I just want to let's move. I want to move to obviously a bit about Jorginho, people, because look, I said about this guy, and I know Roy mentioned it about him. When we first signed him, yeah, I agree. I'm sure Seb was in the same boat. I'm sure majority of us fans were in the same boat. Really, signing him, we was like, oh, okay, Jorginho, ex-Chelsea player.
Yeah, Timber. I forgot about Timber. Like he could be ready come second leg.
Oh, what second leg?
Really? Maybe. I mean, he has been included in the Champions League squad. That will, of course, provide hope. But I don't know. Apparently, Mikel Arteta in his press conference said that Timber could be working with the team around next week. So there is a chance that he could return to full training next week, which is really, really good news, actually.
I mean, he's been included in the squad, hasn't he? Champions
League.
He has. Yeah, he has. Yes.
So, yeah, that'd be great news. Yeah, so I've completely forgot about Timber as well. Like,
yeah, everyone has.
It's mad, isn't it? But yeah, that'd be massive to see Timber come back, because that guy can do a job at left back as well. Like, we saw him do it in the Community Shield. We saw him do it a bit of pre-season.
You can even play centre half as well. Don't forget that.
Right back. I think can you not play midfield as well?
Yeah, can play midfield.
Can play CDM as well.
Yeah, I think he can do DM. Yeah, Timber. Yeah,
there we go.
He went across the back 4. Yeah,
that'd be massive. Timber coming back as well. On top of that,
sharp in pre-season.
But Seb, I'm going to come to you on Jorginho. Right, this guy. Obviously, what I've noticed with him, when it comes to these big games against Liverpool, for example, man of the match performance. When he played against Man City. I don't think he got man of the match, but he was superb against Man City. I remember when we beat them at the Emirates, right? Obviously, yesterday, superb. I think there's a few other games in there. Like, one of these big games, when pressure's on Arsenal, when we're playing against like a physical side. That's why I want to see him play, because he gives you that physicality in the midfield, and as Rory rightly said, he's so much better there alongside Declan Rice than Havertz is there, because Declan Rice has more. I feel like he has more freedom to push forwards when Jorginho plays with him, whereas Havertz he's left centre mid. That's why he said. That's why I didn't mind Havertz starting, as long as he's down like the middle as like the main sort of like centre forward.
Unbalances in midfield when you put him there.
Yeah, but yeah, and with Jorginho, it's just like, look, yeah, he's not the quickest player, yeah, but he gets the job done when you need him to. You can rely on him. He's got that experience as well. He's been in Champions League before him, and he's won the Champions League, hasn't he? With obviously Chelsea
and the Euros with Italy.
Of course.
So,
he only hasn't won the Premier League.
He's not won the Premier League. Yeah, he's not won the Premier League at all. So maybe it'll be this first time this season with Arsenal. But yeah. What's been your thoughts on Jorginho, and what did you think? Obviously, should we be giving this guy more game time, do you think, in terms of giving me more consistent starts ahead of Havertz?
Well, Jorginho has been excellent. He's always come in and he's always done the job. And also he's been a bit of a leader as well, behind the scenes as well, helping the youngsters as well. So yes, been very impressed. The only bad game he had was against Tottenham when he made that silly mistake.
Yeah.
Other than that, he's not put a foot wrong, and fair play to him. And I know many fans weren't keen on the signing after what for history with us signing Chelsea rejects. But me, I remember at the time, I was like, but I could understand it at the time, last January, for a short-term contract. I was like, okay, well, that's the best we're going to get in January, and it's better than nothing, and it's only a short-term contract, so let's go for it. Let's go for it. That's what I was like. I know Caicedo was available, but let's be honest, Brighton did not want to sell. We were never going to get him in January, regardless of what we paid. So you just have to have a plan B, and yeah, and so far he's come in and he's been brilliant. Now, would I sign him up to a new contract? I'm kind of 50-50 with that. I wouldn't mind if we do. I wouldn't mind if he does. I'm easy on that one. But I think he probably could stay for another year. But you've got to be very careful in these situations because, first of all, the wages he's taking up, and also these legs do eventually go at some point, and then we don't want to be coming back on this saying, "Oh, Jorginho's finished; he's done." And plus, if we were to still sell him now, we'll still get decent money for him. Well, if you did him in a few years, we wouldn't. So that's things you got to think about. But all in all, I honestly can't fault him. I think he's been brilliant. Would I start him every game from now to the end of the season? No. If Partey comes back, I still think he comes back in. But when you play teams like maybe Man City, we've got them coming up, we've got Tottenham in the running, we've got United in the running, we've got Chelsea in a few weeks. Even probably when we play Brentford, I reckon you could play him. But against Sheffield United, you don't need to play him against Sheffield United.
Oh no.
That game, you don't need to play him. Luton, when we have him, you don't need to play him. And I think there's some games where
I tell you, sorry to cut you off. I'll tell you who you play him, in my opinion, are playing against Sheffield United, and we'll talk about it more, of course, later on. But I'm talking about flow types of games like, you said Sheffield United, Luton, those types of teams. Smith Rowe for me personally.
Yep.
Look how well that guy came off the bench yet again, and I thought he was excellent when he came off the bench.
Oh yeah, he looked sharp. Got to mention that.
And he was sharp against Nottingham Forest when we played him. So yes,
yeah,
definitely before that. But I do actually reckon he'll probably start Trossard again. But yeah, I'll be open. I'll be happy for him to play Smith Rowe, and I'd like to see him get more minutes and let the guy play football. I do think his time, sadly, at Arsenal will be coming to an end in the summer. I think they will look to cash in when they can. But yeah, it'll be great to see more of him and use a bit more for squad when we can, because we're going to need everyone for this title running. Everyone's got a part to play, but of course, to start with, you stick with the same team, but eventually you bring everyone on. You bring everyone on and get them having minutes as much as possible, so they could be ready for this end of season run-in, which is going to be huge.
I mean, this will give the manager selection headaches.
Yes, and that's
we do have.
And that's what we. That's how you win titles, having depth in your squad as well.
Yeah, I mean, Jesus was on the bench the other day, and he didn't even come on. So we've given him that extra time to meditate and, get fresh for the next game at Sheffield United, which may be a good game for Jesus. Not to obviously underestimate Sheffield United, but I feel like that is a good game for him to maybe increase his fitness back up, because obviously he hasn't played in a couple of weeks now.
Yeah, that's a good shout, to be fair. That is a good shout indeed. Look, before we move on to that Sheffield United game, guys, title race, of course. Look, we're looking good. We are looking very, very good. And like I said, Seb's loving it. But yeah, I'll come to you first, Seb. Then I'll come to you first, my bro. Title race. What's your confidence levels feeling like now? The way we've been playing, how would you see this title race going? For Arsenal, the way you've been watching us recently.
Yeah, relatively high. I think we are hitting form at the right time, and it's very good that we've kept in there, despite what I said earlier about Liverpool and Man City continuing to win their matches. It's very good that we're going about our business well, and we're still in there. I think it's important because that we beat Sheffield United, Brentford, and Chelsea possibly before we play Man City in the run-in. I think it's essential that we win those games because we need to be going into that City game with full confidence on the back of real momentum. And if we do that, I reckon this time we've got a great chance of going there and getting something. Because last year we had no momentum going into those City games, but this time we do because we've actually beaten them early this season. We beat them in the Community Shield as well. Let's not forget. I know that's really a friendly, but at least we still beat them. So we have shown that we can beat them. But I know the Etihad is a hard task because we've not won there in 9 years. But this is now the time. And that game is going to be so pivotal in that title race because Liverpool would have already played City by then. So any bumps regarding on results, the opportunity could be there for Arsenal to go in there and take the initiative. And that's what we want. And also losing that game, I know it won't totally decide the outcome of the title race because there'll still be another 9 or 10 games to go after then. But losing that, coming back from that will be massive, will be incredibly difficult, just like it was last year when we lost to the Etihad. Coming back from that is very, very hard and overtaking them, especially when we've got Tottenham, Manchester United in the run-in, and even games away at Brighton and Wolves will be tricky. So I'm going to do a piece on this week about 5 games where the title could be won and lost, similar to what I did last year at this stage. And I've actually analysed it. And if you look at all the teams' run-ins, we probably have the hardest. And along with City, I know City have their hard run in March, so they've got to play Liverpool, Manchester United. They play Manchester United next week, Liverpool, and us at the end of March. And Liverpool is kind of spread out because they've still got to play City at theirs, City at theirs, so they'll be favourites for that. They've still got to go.
We do have less games though.
True, but also we're still likely to be in the Champions League, so it's also about juggling that up as well. And it's very important we stay in that Champions League because one thing we learned last season, we all thought going out of every cup competition,
make very it true.
Easier for us, but it doesn't when you go into a title race. For those of you watching the videos I did with those 2 Man City experts, told you that you need to be in every competition.
Big up to Big Steve and LB as well, man.
LB, you need rhythm going into that, and you need to get as many wins as you can so you can keep winning those games, have momentum for you to go into those matches with confidence. When you're going for a title, you need to be in as much competition as you can. But if you're going for top 4 or stuff, then you can afford. Then one game a week does help you, but it doesn't if you're going for the league. But in terms of the title race, bring this on because this is what we wanted. We wanted to see Arsenal challenge and compete with the very best, and it does look like it's finally happening. Yes, I know City. You still have to class City as the favourites due to their experience of doing it and that they've done it 5 times in the last 6 years, and they'll be chasing the 4th one in a row, which has never been done before. But if Arsenal can hang in there and then go to City with confidence, finally get a win or at least leave with something, and then go into those other games in the crunch time with momentum, we definitely have a good chance. But take every game one at a time.
100%, man. 100%. And let's be honest, every game as well is massive.
Oh yeah,
every game. Even the Sheffield United game is massive because you see how consistent the other 2 are. You know, Liverpool consistent, Man City consistent. And I feel like this race, will go all the way down to the wire. Personally, it's going to be one of the closest that we've seen.
It'll go down to the final day. It'll go down to the final day, regardless.
I agree.
Yeah.
What do you think, Rory, bro?
Yeah, my confidence has risen up after, obviously, before the Dubai trip. But yeah, I still remain firm on either City or Liverpool winning it, to be honest. However, I like the fact we are, slowly going under the radar. I think that might be beneficial to us. That, last season, the pressure really did get to us, and we had to obviously keep that consistency for 9 months, and we just fell at the last hurdle. But I feel like this time round, there's less pressure, really. Obviously, we're not really on paper the favourites, but we're quietly doing our business, and it only takes Liverpool and Man City to obviously drop points, and Arsenal, if they end up keeping this form going, then we could go above them. I have watched Man City over the last couple of weeks, and yes, they are winning, but I've not really been too impressed with them recently in terms of their performances.
Yeah.
On Saturday against Bournemouth, I thought they were very lucky.
Yeah, they weren't amazing against Bournemouth. They weren't. I thought Bournemouth played very well.
And I think defensively they look worse than they were last season. And in these big games, especially, they've only won one game against the Big Six. I think that was against United, right? They drew to Tottenham, an injury-riddled Tottenham side. They drew to Chelsea.
Beat them. Yeah, we beat them, of course.
Yeah, we beat them away from
home.
They
drew Liverpool. They drew Liverpool as well.
So you can catch them on the counter-attack. And the way we are attacking, and, if we continue the way we are scoring goals and, blitzing teams apart, then I can see us getting something at the Etihad. But obviously, we have to focus on, the games that are ahead of us right now. Obviously, Sheffield United next week. I mean, we're playing on the Monday. Who on earth put us on a Monday after when Man City and Liverpool play? Why is it every time we're playing after Man City and Liverpool?
This week and last weekend, I was so miffed that they put us on at an 8 o'clock kickoff on a Saturday.
Yeah, I know.
It's just how greedy Sky gets. It's just...
Yeah. I mean, luckily the week after, though, we're playing before Liverpool and Man City because they're actually playing each other.
Ooh.
So...
yeah, thank goodness for that.
Yeah. That's going to be interesting. And if points are dropped there, then I think Arsenal could be around that area. I mean, obviously before, again, around January, December time, I wasn't really excited whatsoever. I was saying at one time that we're in a top 4 battle at this rate with Tottenham, who just had injuries all over the shop. Right now, Arsenal, Man City and Liverpool, those are the 3 teams that are going for this Premier League.
Yeah.
I don't care what anyone says. I mean, people obviously were throwing in Aston Villa. I think, they're gone now. I think it's between them, Tottenham and Man United.
I still think Villa will have a say in the title race, but I don't think they'll compete. I still think
they won't win the title.
Well, no. What I mean is Villa and Tottenham and even Man United, they'll have a say because they've still got to play. They've all.
They've got to play all of us, don't
they?
Yeah. They'll have a say in who does it because Tottenham got to play City, us and Liverpool. So have Villa. I think Villa.
Yeah, that's our last away game, isn't it?
We got Old Trafford to come. We've got Villa at home and then Tottenham away as well.
Yeah, it would be ironic to win the title at either Tottenham again or Man United.
It'll likely be at Old Trafford. It won't be at Tottenham because
Old Trafford though. Oh, that
Old Trafford,
my God! After what happened with Van Persie in that, where they came to the Emirates and we had to give him a guard of honour.
My God!
That would be brilliant.
That'd be class, honestly.
But yeah, I'm confident, man, that we are going to go down to the wire, and challenge Liverpool and Man City. Like if we do lose the title on goal difference, I think you can let that one go. Because
you can't fault the team for that because
of course,
we want to see if we've given it everything and we pushed it to the wire. The reason I was disappointed last season is because of the way we collapsed and handled it.
Exactly.
If someone's going to beat us to the title, at least make them work hard to it, work their socks off for it, and then I can say, okay, fair play, because we
exactly
didn't hard for it. And that was what got me.
Yeah, this is exactly my point as well. Like, do you remember the reaction we did, Rory, and my guy Alf came on the chat, came on the panel with us against Newcastle? Yeah, literally when the guy and he started talking about Arteta and why.
Yes.
Yeah, so big up to Alf, by the way. If he's watching this, he's an absolute real one. But he was sort of saying, we shouldn't be sacking Arteta at the end of the season if he wins nothing. And I said, I partly agree because of what Seb just said, with the context matters as well. Because the way how we capitulated last season, if we do that, if we do that, sort of like this season, right? Or if we finish quite a few points, and we're not down there, where we haven't gone to the wire, then I'm going to be very, very disappointed.
Yeah,
and that would justify my opinion. But
Arteta can't get us out of Porto because I will be fuming.
That's another good point as well.
Yes.
But as Seb said, if we lose it on goal difference or if we go a few points, then I'm going to sit there and say, you know what, look, you can't fault the team for that. We've gone down.
And if we get knocked out by Madrid or Man City in the Champions League, on penalties or something, you can say, okay, he deserves another chance.
But if it's Porto, you can't lose, especially at Emirates, you can't lose a Porto.
No, can't lose.
Because he has an identity at home, right? We know what to do, so there's no excuses going into that game because we should have players back from injury come then, and it's Porto who are third in the Portuguese league, and if we play like we have done in the Premier League recently, then I can see us absolutely destroying Porto. Don't forget, we did lose to Lens in the Champions League 2-1. That was a horrific night. And then in the home fixture, we battered them 6-0. So, look, I have confidence in the team at the moment that we can turn that leg around. But if we don't make it through and this horrible curse continues under Arteta where we don't win a home knockout game in Europe, then that's unforgivable. And maybe you have to start calling, the manager's head as, potential position because, we let's be honest, although we're in good form right now, we have left ourselves with a lot to do after that blip around December time. And, if we get knocked out by Porto, after all the hard work we have done, I think you've got to be calling for the manager's position, in my opinion, and whether he should stay on. Whether we're in this title race still or not.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, as good as he's done, you see at Real Madrid all the time, look how they go about the business. If they're not winning, their manager's jobs are on the line because that's what they demand. And they say winning the Champions League isn't an expectation, it's an obligation. Because the thing is, and we moved to the Emirates to compete with those teams. And so that's the mentality that you need. And now there's some good managers out there available. So Arteta, please, you have to deliver us now. You have to go all the way in this title race. You've got to go all the way and try and bring a trophy home. Just make us proud.
Exactly.
Again.
I don't think he's going to have a better opportunity to be honest.
This is all we ask for as Arsenal fans. We're not here because we don't like the guy. We respect and appreciate what he has done and made us compete again. But now it is time for results and trophies.
And the team he's inherited as well. Like, it's a good team.
Yes.
And with all of this youth projects and that.
I think this team is good enough to... I think the
Because
team's
he's
good
set the
enough to win the Premier
foundation,
League.
hasn't he?
Yeah,
Yes, I do.
I think this team's
Yes,
good enough to win the Premier League. Yes, we
I
still
know.
need a
I
few
said.
more
Yeah,
areas. Yes, we need
I know.
another striker, but
Yeah. I know I said after that West Ham loss in December that the team's not ready to win it, but so far when we come back, they've proved me wrong, and that's what I like. I like to be proved wrong. They've proved me wrong. I thought, well, actually, maybe this could be it, or there is still this thing about maybe not having that top class striker could fall short, while Liverpool have got Salah and City have got Haaland. Maybe that could fall short, which it probably might, but listen, as long as we got goals around the pitch, and the team keeps doing about their business well, and we continue this form, then I can't complain. Then you never know. You really never know.
I mean, in terms of the strikers, I mean, who's available that we can?
Well, I think we can
go and get that can kick us on.
Well,
do you know your boy Watkins, Seb? He's been bagging for fun, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the thing is with that, I do definitely feel Arsenal are definitely going to buy a top class striker in the summer. Who it is, I don't know, but I don't think we need to be discussing that right now. I think there's still time to really think about this, and maybe for this board to get this right. And maybe that was the reason why they didn't panic in January. They didn't go out and buy someone for the sake of it. For the sake of it.
Yeah. I can't lie. I don't know about you. I would rather have Ollie Watkins than Ivan Toney this summer.
Interesting.
Yeah, I just think Ollie Watkins brings a lot more to his game than Ivan Toney.
I do think he's a similar type of striker with Jesus. I think you need someone a bit different to him. But I love Ollie Watkins, don't get me wrong, as Josh said, but I do think more looking at it, we probably need someone a bit different.
I just think Ollie Watkins is that perfect Mikel Arteta player, because he has like 10 assists so far this season. In fact, is it more?
Yeah, and he's versatile, which Arteta likes.
And he's about 2 goals away from top scorer as well, Watkins this season.
Yeah, and he's an Arsenal fan as well.
Yeah, there's also that as well. Yeah, there's
also that as well.
And I'm sure he'll do it here one day. Even though he's just extended he's 3 goals away from three away from.
Sorry, 3 goals away from Haaland.
That's still very good.
Look, I'm not saying Ivan Toney's not a good striker, right? But I think
back and hit it. We can hit the ground.
Yeah, but I'm looking at his, overall play. He looks a little bit slow and limbered. You know what I mean? Like
I know age is against him because he's nearly 30 now. So there is.
Yeah, he's nearly 30. He's always been my top target. Either him or Lautaro Martinez from
Milan. He's a striker. Yes,
man.
He's a striker.
Or an Osimhen. But obviously, everyone will, turn to his AFCON for Nigeria. But I don't know how many times I have to go on about it.
It's international football, people.
Sorry?
Yes. And Martinez scored 0 goals at the World Cup for Argentina. And now look at him.
Everyone was slagging off Lautaro Martinez for Argentina in the World Cup. Now look at him. He's scoring every single game. It's crazy. If
you want Osimhen, PSG are going to be all over him.
Is it PSG?
Because now they're losing Mbappe. That's the guy. That's the guy they want. So we're going to be in a real hard battle there because they actually have much more money than us. So
I mean, isn't it funny that Saka in his worst season could be up there for, the Golden Boot? He's only 4 goals away from Haaland. Like, in his worst season, apparently, according to these fans, he's scored 13 goals now.
Yeah, 13.
And as I said, 4 goals behind Erling Haaland. I'm just saying.
He's had more goal involvements than Gareth Bale has throughout his time in the Premier League, even at his
peak. So, but obviously, Tottenham fans are crying about it. Oh, he's nowhere near Gareth Bale. Obviously, he's nowhere.
Oh, look at the Champions League. Bale was won. Yeah, well, he won those Champions League when he left you guys, like every other player.
Yes, we're talking when he was in the Premier League.
Yeah, so you can pipe down all you Spurs fans.
Like
Yes,
we're
sir.
talking about Ronaldo and
Another year
Saka.
you're going without a trophy.
Like we're talking about Ronaldo and Saka.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah. Look, guys. Let's move on. Final topic: Sheffield United away Monday night. Is it another 8 p.m. kickoff on Monday? I think it is.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, 8 p.m. kickoff under the lights. Away at Sheffield United. We should be. For me, I said it. It should be similar to the Burnley in terms of that level of performance. It should be very similar to the Burnley game, where we go there, we make another statement, and yeah, I think people can sit there and say, "Oh, it's only Sheffield United, it's only Burnley," but I mean, this is like not as you said with Man City, Rory. Like they're not doing this to many teams. Like you watch them against Bournemouth, yeah, 1-0 win away to Bournemouth, whereas we go to teams and we, but like so Burnley, West Ham, Newcastle, like we are battering them.
Yeah, they're just about scraped past Sheffield United. Don't forget that away from home early on the season. So, it wasn't for Rodri.
Exactly. So people can say, "Oh, it's only Sheffield United. It's only Burnley." But
when City do it, it's my days. This team is incredible. Passion Kings, whatever.
The thing is, you've still got. Doesn't matter who these oppositions are. You've still got people.
No, that's a very good point as well. Yeah,
because I'll give you a couple of examples. Remember when Sheffield United were last in this league, the season they went down.
Yes,
they played an in-form Man United side at Old Trafford and beat them.
So,
yeah, there's that, and also remember when we played Southampton last year?
Yeah, of course, bottom of the league at the Emirates.
We got caught out for being complacent and all that.
We was 3-1 down as well in that game.
Within 3-1 down with 2 minutes to go.
Even when we play against Bournemouth,
that was a horrendous feeling. When I was at that ground last season,
Rory's at the game.
Horrendous feeling.
He's at the game.
Me too. Yeah, me too. But
you guys both at the game.
But when we made it 3-3, I saw other fans walking back in to sit in the seats that were in front of me. I just found that hilarious.
And then Thomas Partey decided to square one Rose, didn't he, as well? But yeah.
Anyway, we won't go on about that. But that's just a warning that you've still got to be careful.
Yeah.
That's just a warning.
This is what I'm saying. Like, you can't underestimate anyone in this Premier League, man. But at the same time, you say we've got to keep it professional. We got to do our thing. Just play like we've been playing. Over these past weeks, and we'll be fine. And I'm sure we'll absolutely blitz them. If Tom's watching this stream, by the way, I don't know if you guys seen Tom's tweet. He's completely rattled their whole fan base with a tweet that he's put out.
I saw
that. A bunch of Sheffield. Do you know Tom? You know Tom. Yeah, he put out a tweet. Yeah, it went viral, and he completely rattled all the Sheffield United fan base. You got all Sheffield United fans calling him an armchair Arsenal fan and saying, "Oh, if Arsenal were in League Two, you would support them." Because he put one tweet out about their players fighting against Wolves the other day. Like, so yeah, they're already rattled already, Sheffield United fans. But yeah, Seb, how you feeling going into this game? And what players do you want to see? Obviously, start for this game as well, man.
Yeah, well, I'm confident. Like I said, keep the team how it is. But yeah, you've got to be very confident going into those, and especially if you want to win this league, then you have to be blowing away teams like that. But yeah, with the form we're on right now, I don't know why I'm not confident. Why I won't be. Why I shouldn't be confident. But like I've just said, you've just got to be careful. You've got to be professional, and don't get complacent, then we'll be absolutely fine. Start off well. Some early goals as well, like we did against Burnley. Then you'll see a similar outcome to what you saw. Will completely flatten. Then they'll be like, you know what? Let's just get this over and done with. They'll be like that, the opposition. But there will be sitting in with a low block. However, on that subject, we've actually done well against low block oppositions over the years, breaking them down. The last few games. So I do trust that with that same team that we will be able to break them down. Then we will get the 3 points.
And any sort of players that you want to see come in, or you keep the team reasonably the same?
Keep the team the same how it is, but like to see Smith Rowe be given an opportunity. Jesus to come off the bench, get some minutes. Maybe Partey is back in the team. Give him some minutes off the bench. But other than
What
that,
some youngsters like Winery?
Oh yeah. Well,
if the game's like 3-0, 4-0, then bring him on.
Yeah, then you can bring them on. I don't actually reckon they'll be on the bench. Then, especially.
Aren't they injured?
Who?
Winery.
No.
How comes he wasn't on our bench against Newcastle then?
Yeah, Winery and Walters. I swear weren't on our bench.
Did they pick up Knox, or were the other players back? Well, to be fair, we did have a few players back, like Fabio Vieira and Gabriel Jesus are back. So maybe.
Oh my, that bench. At least that bench is so much better than the Porto game. Jesus Christ!
Well, that Porto bench was disgusting.
Oh my
god! We had a guy called Sweet on there. I never heard of it.
Champions League, and we got Sweet on the bench. What is going on?
That bench was disgusting.
I called him Sweet Cheeks,
and two keepers on there as well. But
Seb, score prediction for the game, bro. What are you going with?
2-1.
2-1. Okay.
2-1.
Tight game.
Be careful there. 2-1.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm showing respect. I'm showing Sheffield respect.
Fair play. Rory, bro, how are you feeling going into this game? And what would be your lineup? Would you change your lineup and your score prediction as well, bro?
Oh yeah, definitely confident. I mean, we should be brushing aside these lot. Obviously, again, no game is easy in the Premier League, but again, the way we are playing and the way we have dismantled teams that, are around that area of the table, I feel like, hopefully I haven't jinxed it, but I feel like although we are still conceding, silly goals due to mistakes, but I feel like we're not as complacent as we were last season against these sort of teams. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Sheffield United right now were just preparing their life in the Championship, really. They've decided to shut up shop and, they're just going to go again next season, aren't they? I don't think they are going to go with a low block because I just don't think they can do it, really, because I believe they conceded the most goals in the Premier League. So I think we will win fairly comfortably because, again, as I said, Sheffield United are just really, really poor, especially at home. I mean, they've lost how many games now? More than 4 goals. It's just... It's not looking good for them. And the form that we're on at the moment, scoring goals left, right and centre, I just don't see... I don't see us holding back. So I'm going to go...
By the way, sorry to cut you off. They've conceded 66 goals this season, Sheffield United.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Yeah, they're not going low block. I'm telling you now.
Oh my God.
Furthermore, it's away from home. So I feel like there's less pressure on Arsenal rather than at home, where I expected Sheffield United to play a low block and we battered them 5-0. Eddie Nketiah hat-trick, innit? So I think in terms of the team, there's not a whole lot you can really change. I'll keep the goalkeeper, but same back 4. Midfield, I would play Smith Rowe in that 8. I think he deserves some minutes. And then front 3, that's difficult because I want to bring Jesus back in. Havertz did well in the last game. And then you've got Trossard, obviously. So, obviously, Sacra Martinelli on the flanks. And then, who did you go with up top? I'm stuck. Like...
Eddie Nketiah.
No. I mean, to be fair, you might as well, innit? You might as well, because that is his level, Sheffield United.
Mm.
So we could bag another hat trick. Who says no? Nah.
I'll go Trossard personally. Actually,
Yeah, I'll go Trossard, but you could go with anyone apart from Eddie. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, my score prediction. I'm gonna go 8-0. No, I'm joking. I think I want to throw out a realistic scoreline, but at the same time, I want to throw one out that doesn't sound blinkered. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna say 4-0 Arsenal.
I've gone with the exact same as you, man. I think we're slapped.
Yeah.
Honestly, I've gone 4-0 as well. I honestly think we're flying high right now. They are shocking, but honestly, like, I'm sorry. It sounds like I'm underestimating them because of the prediction we're going with. But look, I'm not gonna sit there and say, I mean, no game in the Premier League is easy. But I just think we'll have way too much them, and I think we'll absolutely
they
slap
are
them.
shocking.
They are absolutely shocking, with all due respect. So, yeah, we should be battering these lot very comfortably. And I want a clean sheet as well.
Yeah,
and I think we will personally. So,
this Golden Glove title, not title race, but you know what I mean, Golden Glove race is looking a bit interesting.
Yeah.
Like Edison and Allison aren't there, but instead you've got Pickford, Raya, who else? Onana.
Onana. How's he? Onana is in the Golden Glove race. What?
And he's had Harry Maguire in front of him. That's impressive, to be honest.
Madness.
But yeah, if Raya keeps a clean sheet on Monday, then I think he's, on course to win the Golden Glove, which would be hilarious.
We've kept the most clean sheets out of any other club in the Premier League as well, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. We have.
So, yeah, I want another one, people. Let's get another clean sheet against Sheffield United.
We should.
Yeah, we should do. Let's be real, people. But
I can't lie. This is our best chance. This is our best chance to hopefully beat Man United's 9-0, innit? Like,
that is true. So
we should be going for 10, innit?
To be fair, Newcastle slapped 8 past these lot at Bramall Lane as well this season.
Yeah, they did.
They beat them 8-0 away.
Yeah.
Yeah, in this season.
Aston Villa won 5-0.
Villa battered
Brighton, did they win 5-0 as well?
Yes, they did. Yeah, last week.
Brighton won 5-0. I mean, the team that struggled there was City, wasn't it?
I mean, Liverpool only won by 2 goals, didn't they?
Yeah, but City left it to the last minute to beat them away.
Yeah, they left it late.
Yeah.
City actually struggled there, to be fair.
This just shows you got to be careful.
Yeah, that's true. That's why I understand Seth's prediction, because, like, we've seen City go there and struggle at Bramall Lane. Yeah. But just so how
we can step it up for the big teams that have their place. They can step it up. So.
They do have a new manager. They sacked the old manager, didn't they? They got Wilder back. I don't know how long he's been there. He's been there for only a few months, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Sergio Aguero's come out of retirement.
Has he?
Yeah, he's come out of retirement to sign for I can't say the team's name.
Independiente.
Independiente.
Yeah. Are they Argentine? Yeah. Yeah.
Carlos Tevez the manager over there?
No, he managing this other Argentine side. I forgot the name. I think they're called Lunas or something. I don't know what the name is, but yeah, he's managing over there. But yeah, that's mad. I thought Aguero couldn't play football because he had a heart condition or something.
Yeah, he's come back.
He just came out.
There we go. Big up Aguero.
How nice is it, by the way, to have a break from Luca's rants? It's it feels so good, doesn't it?
It's mad. He didn't even do a reaction against Newcastle when we won the game 4-1.
Did he not?
No, he didn't. He didn't. and then he started talking
about. He was just sitting there. He was sitting there in his apartment.
Did you watch his stream yesterday about the Carabao Cup final? He literally just sat there to talk about Arsenal for half an hour.
What?
This is the Carabao Cup final stream, Lucas. Look, nothing to do with Arsenal. I wish we won it, but I'm not gonna
No
lie.
wonder he doesn't get views. Like, imagine Chelsea, Liverpool fans are subscribed to his channel and follow him regularly, and then they tune in, and then all he's there, he's just, talking about Arsenal. Like, why?
Big up to Luca, man. Big up to Luca every single time. But yeah, he does make me laugh. He does make me laugh. But yeah, Seb, bro, you got anything? Of course, your article coming out this week.
Yeah, I have. Yes, I've got that. Yes, I'll be analysing the 5 games where the title will be run and lost. But yeah, lately I've been enjoying writing them because I've just been positive over these last few weeks. So yeah, got another one coming out hopefully this week.
Will you be at the Porto game as well? Champions League.
I haven't got a ticket for that. I wasn't successful in the battle, so I'm not sure. I think my next game at this moment in time is Chelsea.
Chelsea at home, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice one. Rory, bro, you got any videos coming up?
Yeah, I uploaded one today. Well, sort of earlier. So I might upload more this week. In fact, we play Sheffield United Monday, so there's not going to be a match action until next week. So
we got a whole week just to fucking
do nothing.
Now. Seriously,
and we have to watch. Wait, a City playing Man United this week?
Yeah, Sunday. That's gonna be a big game.
Oh my fucking life!
Liverpool have got Forest, so they all play before us, man.
Yeah,
once again. So
I mean, obviously I uploaded a short earlier today, but I don't know. I don't really plan any uploads. You get me? I don't have any schedules on when I'm going to upload. I just throw them out there, innit? So
yeah,
we'll see.
Yeah, it's fair, bro. Guys, big up as always for obviously taking your time out and coming on today. Big up Geordie as well, bro. Respect you for coming in an Arsenal chat when you got battered 4-1. I'm not gonna lie, no, honestly, you're a real one as always, man. And yeah, look, good luck for the rest of the season. Good luck for the rest of the season, Newcastle. And yeah, big up to you, Geordie. Big up everyone else who joined today as well. Really appreciate you guys' support. Big up Tottenham fan in the chat as well. Big respect to my man as always. This guy's a very rare Tottenham fan, guys. Yeah, he actually says how he is. He's a real one. All right, he knows his football as well.
That makes a change. Oh.
Makes a change. Yeah. There's not many, Seb. There's not many Tottenham fans.
Absolutely not. No.
Yeah. So, look, guys, we're getting out of here. Thanks everyone.
That Twitter account is hilarious, though. To be honest,
who's that?
Yeah, Days since a trophy. Have you seen that?
Oh yeah, that's quality.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
How many years is it now?
16.
16. Fucking hell. 16 since they last won the Carabao Cup, like the league.
2008.
Bro,
yeah.
I was
1 year old. Yeah, me and Roy was like 1 year old. Crazy.
I had a nappy on and everything the last time. them lot won a trophy. Like,
and the last time they won a Premier League title was in black and white.
Right, yeah.
Crazy, right? We've won more league titles at their home ground than we won 2 at their home ground, right?
Bro, Queen Victoria was still alive. The last league title they won.
Oh my god! And they try and banter us is laughable, man.
I don't think she was actually.
How?
Yeah. Every time I scroll through TikTok, I hear Tottenham fans using that what do you call it? That Allay song, sorry. About them beating us top 4. That's all I've seen on TikTok lately.
That's all
that's all they did.
Trophy to them. That's like a trophy to them.
Add that one to the trophy cabinet, beating top.
Yeah, you had that one.
Yeah,
you want to celebrate it.
Wankers.
Yeah, that festival at Box Park, whatever.
And that's no
They were
surprise
singing
because they celebrate nothing but trophies. They don't win anything, so that's no surprise.
You know what's gone about Arsenal going to Tottenham? Fuck off.
Oh my
Like
god.
it's so cringe.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
No
real.
doubt they'll be doing. No doubt they do T-shirts and DVDs about that. Oh, T-shirts and all that.
They did an all or
Mad.
nothing documentary on what? Ericsson leaving
No, they
Tottenham.
did, didn't they? I swear they
Yeah.
did all or nothing. They did, didn't they?
On Ericsson leaving Tottenham.
Crazy. But anyway, guys, big up everyone who tuned in as always, people. I'll see you tomorrow, and yeah, we're getting out of here. Come on, you guys, every single time.
Come on, you Reds.
Come on, the
We're getting
Gunners.
out of here. Come on, the Reds.